Okay, hello and welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. Doing pretty well. We are going to continue with the King's Questing to King's Quest 5 tonight because I had fun playing King's Quest 4, so why not? Let me just have a look. I did load it to see whether it works, and it seems to. Oh, I just opened up the annual PDF. Okay, it's the same one as what was used for King's Quest 4. So I don't think... actually there might be some copy protection in it, but we'll just have to see. Let us get with this. Sounds improved quite a bit. So majestic.
Have you previously played King's Quest V?
And voice acting. Wow. How about that? Anything else about this? Oh, regarding sort of sound issues which I had at the end of King's Quest 4, I think I might have figured out
Warning,
what it was.
this cartoon contains material that may be necessary
well, if
for
you're going to choose for me,
to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
Yeah, sure, we'll watch it. Why not? Everything was peaceful. And idyllic. Oh, that audio compression. Curse these roaming wizards. Have they got nothing better to do? I gotta do this. I learned all this magic, I gotta use it on something, damn it. Oop, wow, there it goes. Any big speech? Nope. Well, isn't that nice? Seems like it was done using painted backgrounds. Scanned into the computer, like with Monkey Island 2. Sam Max and Dead the Tentacle. He gets picked flowers in the cutscenes, so I don't get to in any of the previous games. Rumble, rumble.
My castle? What has happened?
Ooh. Recording in a bathroom? Oh, right, this guy.
Ooh, I can tell you what happened.
Oh boy.
What?
Dude, where's your castle?
Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did. You did? Well then, what happened? Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
How convenient.
Don't stop now, go on. He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right. Why? Why would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family?
He wanted free housing.
That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family.
Well, you apparently know this person because you know his name.
Perhaps I can help you. My employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard.
Okay.
His name is Crispin Arthur, but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see...
Oh boy. Wacky sidekick. I call it Crispy.
Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful.
I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work.
Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard, one of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again, that's all. Now, where is it? Oh, I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
What is that?
Well, it is my opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak. Oh, excuse me for saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
What is that stuff?
Oh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Ooh, it'll help you to fly. You can follow me to the land of Serenia, where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Ooh, I think the fairy dust is still good.
It wears off by the time we get there. How long is this going to take? A few days, weeks? Get an in-flight movie.
Come on, up here.
This line was recorded from the second story of Inside the Building.
Follow me.
Okay. Actually get a bit of an oversight of the area. I wonder if any of these locations are supposed to be places you visited in previous games. You don't really get a sense of where you are in the previous games. I don't know if there's been an overall map produced. Not like it's that important, but...
There it is, down here. Come on.
Okay, here I come.
Quick time event.
Ooh, looks like the fairy dust just wore off.
Cedric? Where have you been? I've been calling for you. Well, well, what have we here? A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog. Cedric, go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, aye, aye, Crispin.
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
Ooh, I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know, but I've gotten a little rusty lately.
little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
Oh, yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find.
In your own time.
No, that won't do.
What? Oh. Is there like lagging on
That's
this?
all used up.
Oh dear.
It might work. Here, eat this.
Oh, maybe not.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year. With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world. You could find that quite helpful.
It's a piece of snake. I just made you eat it. Ah!
Here's my old wand. I don't even know if it works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Morlock could be up to. You go with him, Cedric. Show him the way.
Oh,
Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on. You'd better get started.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
Council of Wizards was planning on doing something about Mordek, but then you literally dropped onto our doorstep and seemed to be determined to find him for yourself, so we can two birds with one stone here.
oh, I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Please don't call me Your Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
Oh, I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south, not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
Okay. Hey, look at that. Where's the save? Oh, there we go. Do a save. Oh, it opens up the menu there. Neat. Game 1, yes. Begun the many saves have. Let's see. Is there anything else which I want to change? Volume is about fine. Speed, I think speed's fine. It will seem to be lagging a little bit in that. Okay, that's a virgin. Oh. I'd like to see this game. I'd like to have a go at this game because it's quite interesting with its time system in it. Does it actually mention that here? No, they really should have. I feel like it would have been a major selling point of the game, at least in that little spiel there. Anyway, yes. Isn't this nice? When was this game made, actually? 1990, did it say? Hold on. 1990, Sierra Online. Okay, yeah. It looks quite nice for then. If it did come out then. I'm going to check it up now. Sure. King's Quest 5. King's Quest 5 is a, 1990. Released in November of 1990. Significant improvement in graphics. Indeed. Oh, it's got the pointing, yeah. Oh, no text parser anymore. Oh, well. Let's see. Last in a series to feature EGA and Tandy graphics. Apparently it was released on the NES. Yeah. Where was the previous one released? That was like 1989, was it? Hold on. Okay, 4. 1988. So this is 2 years later. You just see the graphical improvement. Things were moving along so quickly at the time. Can we have a look at everything? Ah.
An unusual ornament decorates Crispin's front yard. Crispin, being a wizard, it must have some magical significance which Graham could never understand.
Wait, hold up. I heard something in the background there.
An unusual ornament decorates Crispin's front yard. Crispin, being a wizard, it must have some magical significance which Graham could never understand.
I heard someone saying something in the background of the recording there. Okay. I wonder, was the original release of this talkie? Or did they do that later on? They might have done that for a CD release. Released in 1992, CD-ROM, lasted in High Sierra format, unrelated to the publisher's name. The version added voice acting. Okay. Also many script differences between the floppy and CD-ROM versions. Many of the narrative descriptions were modified and lines were added to characters that did not have speaking roles. For example, the snake and some of the villagers given a few quotes, whereas they did not speak at all, and ignored Graham in the floppy version. Many of the characters have close-up pictures taken from the floppy that were given various coloured backgrounds behind them and a frame around them. So the frames cut off some details. The snake even given a close-up picture for its new speaking parts, and a few other characters are given more lines. It'd be interesting to play the original floppy disk version at some point, I think.
A small cellar door is located under the house.
Just to see the differences overall. Hey, Cedric.
Impatiently, Cedric waits for Graham.
Well, he's going to wait. I'm going to take my sweet time. It's going to be hunting the hotspot, is it?
The tiny pond adds charm to Crispin's forested home.
It's got a bit of a dint in it where we landed in it, I suppose.
A small well is located near the cottage.
Okay.
Nestled among the trees of the forest sits the wizard Crispin's worn but cozy cottage.
Right. Yeah. So overall, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with, this sort of, what do you call it, verb wheel, command, mouse-driven command system for an adventure game, though the text parser doesn't aid.
Come on, Graham. There's nothing here. Let's go.
Quiet you. I hope that's not going to be recurring. The text parser does allow you to feel like you're sort of it makes you feel like you can look at things specifically, and the game will tend to give you sometimes give you an answer for it instead of like sort of have to hunt around. There's no like bar at the bottom which tells you are you mousing over a window or something.
Thick pane windows adorn the small house. It is difficult to see through them.
Though it does actually recognize me clicking on a window. That's something nicer in the some of the LucasArts adventure games where if you hovered over something, it actually popped up in the verb, or like in a little bar down the bottom saying that, oh, this is a hotspot. Instead of just doing that and not doing anything. Can I open this?
Ooh, don't bother with the cellar door. There's nothing there. Besides, it's locked.
Fine. What about the well? Oi. Oi. Graham, can you speed it up a little?
Curious, Graham gazes down into Crispin's well, but sees nothing of interest.
Okay. Can we talk to the well?
Talking to yourself again, Graham?
Oh, the well. Can we walk to the well? Come on, I want you to fall down the well.
Thick pane window.
Yes, yes. Okay, I can just click to skip the dialogue. King Graham walks like he's got a broomstick up his... Oh, there we go, opening the door. Hey, I'm back!
Don't be wasting your time coming in here. Young man, I've done all I can for you.
Now it's up to you.
You gave me a bit of dried snake.
Anyway, I'm not going to be here for a little while. There's an emergency I have to attend to in a neighboring land. I'll try to keep an eye out for you, but this is something you and Cedric are going to have to do yourselves. I wish you the best, King Graham.
Right.
I appreciate all you've done, Crispin. I'll be on my way now.
Bye-bye. I was hoping to loot your house. If there was anything else which I could make use of in there.
The door to Crispin's house is now locked.
It says no visitors. Okay, fine. Let's continue down this way. That is tremendously slow. Increase the speed somewhat. Don't really want to increase the speed because I feel like it will just make like other things in the game happen too quickly. I don't want to mess around with it too much.
Adjust the speed of the game's animation.
Thanks. Do you
the
have...
wait cursor will appear on the screen anytime the game is at a stage where it will not respond to any of your commands.
Okay.
The hold cursor will appear on the screen anytime that Graham is not under your control, but the game will still respond to other commands that don't involve moving Graham. The icon bar and most of its functions will still be available to you during this time.
Okay. Also, it seems like this cursor, Graham's foot, is the hotspot, rather than up at the top left corner.
Choose walk to move Graham to any location that he is able to reach by walking.
Yep. There's two Grahams. They're walking together.
Choose look.
I keep wanting to, like, click on his hand or next to his head. Yes, look.
Choose action when you want Graham to perform an action on an object. For example, getting a drink from a pond or jumping onto a rock. Choose talk when you want to initiate a conversation between Graham and another game character.
Yep.
Choose item when you want Graham to use that item in the game. An image of the most recently selected inventory item will appear inside the frame. Choose inventory when you want to see and select from the items you are currently carrying.
I suppose that's from the escape menu?
Choose controls when you want to adjust Graham's walking speed,
yes,
the sound volume, and or the game detail level. Also choose this if you would like to save your current game, restore your current game, quit playing, or restart from the beginning.
Right. I was kind of hoping if for any quick buttons.
Choose information when you would like to know what each individual cursor does. When you click this button, click another on the icon bar, and you will receive a description.
Okay, fine. Let me just have a look. There's a reference card included. Was this? That's for the copy protection. That's only for the copy protection. Okay. Fine. Very well. Oh, we can bring down that by just going up there? Right. Inventory. We have a wand.
The old wand doesn't seem to have any vitality left in it.
It is... where once it was turgid with power, it is now flaccid. Easy jokes. Oh.
Select this icon to close this window.
Yes.
This allows you to select an item. This allows you to do something to an item. Select this icon, then select an inventory item you'd like a description of.
It kind of makes sense at the time that they would have such a detailed thing of a question mark to describe what the buttons do, because it might be one of the first games to actually use a verb, cursors. I'm not on to my adventure game history knowledge to be completely certain about that, but 1990, it must have been right around the time.
The old wand.
Yes. Can we use wand? Get wand, use
Graham
wand.
gives the wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies.
Oh, you have to have a funeral for it.
Graham gives the wand a good shake.
Fine. Can we drink from the pond? Because the game did say that we could do that, or suggested that as something which we could do. Rosella took a drink from most of the bodies of water in the previous game, and she's not the worst for that. Glug, 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 glug.
The cool pond water quenches Graham's thirst.
Yay. Again, he is now host to a variety of very interesting bacteria. I'm sorry. Hey. Hey, bird.
Having other things on his mind, Cedric doesn't appear to be in the mood to talk right now.
Oh, really? I thought he would be like a dispenser of immeasurably valuable information. Let's go this way. Ooh. Okay. Ominous. Let's increase the speed a bit, since it does seem... If I put it all the way down to here... Why would they have the option to go to that slow? That's not slowing the game down, is it? That's just slowing his movement down? That's what... That's kind of the idea I got from it. So why would you have it to be the choice to move him to being this slow? And at max speed, it's like a little bit faster than he would normally, than you would walk at that speed, walk normally. Because my immediate assumption is that the speed would be for computers which are perhaps too fast, and you need to slow the speed of the game down because it would be tied to the CPU in some way or whatever. But just Graham's movement. Why would you have it to move so slow? Oh well. Like, they start it all the way up here rather than stay in the middle. So it's like I take the middle as being, you know, the default position. It being up here means that it's like, oh, this isn't the default position, this is. So they acknowledge that it's very slow, but they just have it being very slow anyway. Well, I don't know, whatever. What about these flowers?
The wide dirt path ends at a crude warning sign placed before an ominous-looking forest. Beyond the sign, the path narrows to nothing more than a root and snarled trail.
Okay. Can we get, like... I don't suppose we can get, like, what's it called? Subtitles or anything. I don't think so. I think it was either you get the voice talkie version or you get this, or you get subtitles.
The wide dirt path.
Okay, that's not looking at those flowers. That's not looking at the flowers.
An old hollow log lies in a small clearing before the gloomy forest.
Right.
The sign seems self-explanatory enough. Enter at your own risk.
Well, the narrator's taking a bit of a twist on things that will keep things interesting rather than just saying what things exactly are. Nothing there.
Beyond the warning sign, the gnarled trees seem to close in, entangling and confusing all who dare enter here.
Okay. Perfectly, seems perfectly safe. Hey, Cedric, you want to talk now?
Back to the east is Crispin's house.
Okay, anything else?
Cedric is too busy looking around and doesn't seem to be paying any attention to Graham at the moment.
You just say that once? Okay. Like, it seems like it'd be useful to have as a direction element. Oh no, he's got a massive head!
Cedric seems to be thinking big thoughts right now, perhaps planning their next move, and so is not in a talkative mood.
He's plotting against us. I have to do away with him before his plan comes to fruition.
The old log doesn't look interesting enough to bother with.
Can we
Graham
use magic
gives
on
the
it?
wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies.
Fine. Can I, like, remove the wand from up there? No.
We've got better things to do than stand around here, Graham.
I've said I'll take my own damn time with this, thank you. Oh, it's a tree. With a harp.
Impatiently, Cedric waits for Graham.
I feel like that's going to be a recurring theme.
A lovely little pond surrounds the base of a beautiful weeping willow tree.
Ah, I see what you did there.
A graceful weeping willow tree grows beside a small pond created from her tears. In her branch-like arms, she clutches a beautiful harp, as a child would a cherished toy.
Okay. Can we pick up the tree? Nope. What about the pool? Glug glug.
What's wrong, Graham?
That's salt water. Ugh.
Did you just take like a gaping mouthful? Just dip your finger in it. No, whatever. Hey, how's it going?
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can
Oh, it's
talk?
got teeth.
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Oh.
Yes, she turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow.
Okay, fine.
Graham gives the wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies.
Well, that's not good. Okay, fine. Sad tree. Let's continue this way. If we can. There we go. Ah, caravan.
Ooh, keep your eye on the gypsies, Graham. I don't trust them.
Really? Hey there, how's it going?
It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
I have no money. I have a wand. You want
Graham
wand?
gives the wand a...
Nope. Okay. How's it going,
The
buddy?
sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort.
Fine. What you
A
cooking?
steaming pot of stew bubbles over a small campfire near the gypsy wagon.
Yum. And a chair. There's a barrel.
A gypsy
Wagon?
wagon is encamped here at the edge of the woods. On the side of the wagon, the words "Fortune Teller" have been painted.
Okay. I assume it did at one point say teller, probably when they were scanning it in, but the pixelization has not been kind to the smaller text.
A large ox, tied to the gypsy's wagon, peacefully munches on grass.
How now, brown cow?
Graham finds the huge beast completely uninteresting.
What? I just wanted to give it a pat or something.
The ox's mouth is too full of grass to even attempt a conversation with Graham.
Yeah, can't we talk to animals now because of that? Because of that bit of steak which the wizard tricked us into eating. Is that a shovel there? There's like a shovel or an axe back there. Yeah, whatever. It's not popping up. Let's continue this way.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert further west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here.
You've got a wonderful vote of confidence, Cedric. Ah, desert. Right, okay. From playing King's Quest 7, I can imagine that if we wander around here for too long, we're going to end up dying of dehydration. The fact that I just apparently had a gaping mouth full of salty water probably won't help. Also, the music's quite high strings. Let's just leave. We don't have anything to do here anyway. Come on. Thank you.
Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Yep. Boo. Huh. Black spots.
A colony of large ants parade up and down a huge anthill built amid some scrubby bushes.
Oh, okay. Ants, then. Ants.
The ants don't seem to take kindly to uninvited trespassing.
Okay. How's it
The
going?
ants are too busy to engage in conversation with Graham.
I suppose so. Bye-bye. Come on. Come on. Oy, that's difficult to press. Oh, gnomes, is it? How's it going?
Sitting on a stool in front of his house, a young gnome happily plays with an exquisite marionette.
Mm-hmm.
An old grandfather gnome sits contentedly on an old stump and smokes a large pipe while watching his grandson at play.
We haven't done for a bit. Let's save. Game 2. There we go. How's it going? Can we take the marionette?
The marionette belongs to the boy gnome.
Yeah, I suppose not. It would be nice if one of the fingers on this hand was actually like a different color, so that you could tell which one, where's the hot spot. It seems like it's in the middle, or it's like the middle finger, which is the hot spot for like grabbing something.
The young gnome is more interested in his marionette than in Graham.
But then, it keeps switching around. It's a little confusing. Hey gnome, how's it going?
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son, and I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be.
Okay, fine.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy seems to be very shy and doesn't answer.
Okay.
Graham
Magic
gives
wand.
the wand a good shake.
Nope, okay. Hey Cedric, you got anything to add?
Cedric seems to be thinking big thoughts.
Nope. Okay. Do you serve any purpose? Huh. Another person crying in the woods. This place is just happy all over, isn't it?
What a wonderful bluebird. It could almost make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family.
Ah, yeah. Come to think of it, along with the castle disappearing was also the family, wasn't
There's
it?
nothing in the tree but a little water.
Okay.
Upon a fallen log sits a dashing young prince who looks very sad and confused.
There's just like royalty all over the place here, isn't there? An excess
Despite
of
his own
royalty.
troubles, Graham feels sorry for the young man who obviously has troubles of his own.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Excuse me, young man. Sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you sitting there on that log. I was wondering if there was anything wrong.
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, there is. I've been searching everywhere for my fiancée. She's a beautiful princess with long golden tresses, fetching blue eyes, and smooth, creamy skin.
That really
Have you
doesn't narrow
seen
it
her
down.
Anywhere about?
No, sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that.
In
That's
fact,
what I figured. No one has seen her. I bet that old witch who lives in the dark forest had something to do with her disappearance.
I'll keep an eye out for her. If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'd better get back to looking for her. I'm not ever going to find her just sitting around here. Thanks for your concern.
I mean, you pretty much just described Graham's own daughter there, Rosella, so... let's continue down this way. Ah, it's a house. What's that say? Baker Brothers Bakehouse. Huh.
Graham spies a huge pile of logs to fuel the bakehouse ovens.
Yep. Yep, them's logs alright.
With a fine view of the rushing river, the bakehouse sits a bit out of town, along an old rutted road.
Can we get the logs? No, we cannot. Can we pick up the house? No. Let's do another save. We'll just save over this one. What about
The
the door?
bakehouse door beckons to all hungry travelers.
Maybe we could get some free bread.
Ooh, I'll wait for you here, Graham.
Okay. No owls allowed inside. That is a red cat.
How is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers out of that pie. The pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.
Yes, this will be a fine dessert for our dinner tonight. Let's go home, Austin.
Wait, you forgot to pay.
Here's the last of the pies.
Okay.
Welcome to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but today we've got a special on custard pies. Just one silver coin each, but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
I don't think I've ever had a custard pie.
The Baker brothers seem to have a pet, a large mangy cat.
Oh, it's just a red cat.
The cat doesn't look very friendly at all. The cat doesn't appear to like Graham, much less answer him.
What about this?
Delicious, mouth-watering custard pies lining the tables and countertop attract Graham's eyes and nose.
What? Okay, are they all that?
Delicious, mouth-watering custard. Delicious.
Yep. Apparently they've just got a fixation on making pies.
The wonderful smells of the bakehouse set Graham's stomach to rumbling and his mouth to watering.
Hey there, how's it going?
So delicious, it's hard to decide what to buy.
Everybody has that problem, but what a problem to have.
Those custard pies look most delicious.
Yes, they're made from a recipe handed down from our dear mama and her mama before her.
It's still hard to decide though.
Well, take your time, there's no hurry.
Sir, we only sell custard pies here. It's not like you've got much choice.
The baker bides his time behind the counter while Graham looks hungrily at all the delicious wares.
Yes.
The baker's brother is too busy to chat with Graham.
Okay.
The kitchen is off limits to customers. Besides, Graham would only be in the way.
Fine. Well, let's leave. We don't have any money. You're very small coming out of that door. Actually, that... What's over this way? Okay. The Swarthy Hog Inn. Okay.
Graham gets...
Yes, yes.
Weary travelers can enter through the inn's front door.
Okay.
A large haystack dominates the area in front of the barn.
An
old, uninteresting barn is located behind the country inn.
Emphasize the uninteresting. There's nothing important about this, probably.
Graham can see an unbreakable padlock on the barn door.
No! You will not go in here. Haystack.
Carefully, Graham searches through the haystack, but doesn't see anything of importance.
The whole haystack.
Graham...
Yes, yes. Okay, let's go back over here. I'm gonna save. What's inside the inn?
Ooh, I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that place.
Why? It's an inn.
Graham notices three rough-looking men huddled over the bar in serious conversation. Since they're talking in such low tones, Graham can't quite hear what they're saying.
Fine.
A flea-bitten old dog lies asleep in the corner. The dog is just out of Graham's reach.
You know that job we pulled yesterday? Where's the rest of the loot, huh? I think one of you guys is holding out on me.
Nice.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey, boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rob 'em
What?
out.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds. Don't worry, Graham. The innkeeper will soon put you out of your misery.
Oh, well. How convenient. How nice of them. Hey, and we've got, like, unique death dialogue. That'll be something to explore. A very unwelcoming inn. Okay, let's not go there, then. Let's go this way. I suppose we continue over this way. Because apparently the town's over here. Some of the sound effects actually remind me of, like, Ultima 7. Just like the bleeping noises. Huh.
The quaint little town of Serenia nestles at the base of a great snow-capped mountain range which rises sharply to the east.
I suppose there. Is that east? So that's north. Okay.
A small tributary of the larger river powers an old water wheel as it flows through the town. Secure within a small pen, a spotted cow quietly chews her cud.
Ooh. Anything else? Nope. Can we go over there? Nope. Can we talk to the cow?
Unfortunately, the cow doesn't have anything to say. Her mouth is too full of cud.
Wonderful. Oh, Cedric was saying something. I assume just he's not coming in here.
The town is busy with people going about their daily chores.
There's a barrel here.
Graham notices an old wooden barrel on the street corner.
Okay. Hey lady, how's it going?
Hello. How do you do? Hello.
Top of the morning to you, sir. Good day. Good day.
Yeah, hello. What's over
How
here?
goes it with you, good fellow?
Not well, I'm afraid. This old wagon's always giving me trouble.
Can I help you in any way?
It's got 2 flats.
Thank you kindly, but I think I can handle it.
All right then. Good luck.
Thanks. With this wagon, I'm gonna need it.
It'd probably be best to just buy a whole new wagon then, perhaps. What about this barrel?
Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old rotting fish.
Oh boy, we'll take that. Yoink.
Graham leans way down into the barrel and removes, phew, the smelly old fish.
I hear, like, I suppose it's barking?
Look out! Out of my way, mister.
Can we see these eggs up here?
Quaint houses and little shops line the town's main cobblestone street.
Nope. Taylor.
A small toy shop fronts the town's cobblestone street.
Okay. Can we see the sign? Oh, there we go. Toys.
A small toy shop fronts the town's cobblestone street.
Let's go in here. Hey, how's it going?
May I help you, sir?
I've got all the clothes I need.
The tailor, An aristocratic-looking man attends solicitously to Graham as he looks at all the wares in the tailor shop.
You don't have much on display. You've got a lot of cloth.
The busy tailor shop bustles with activity as Graham looks around with interest at all the tailor's wares. The busy tailor shop bustles.
Okay, what about this?
In the corner of the shop, draped casually over a tailor's form, Graham sees a thick fur-lined cloak.
I suppose that could be useful.
I'm interested in buying something here.
I have no money.
Ah, let me show you some things.
Yes, what have you got around here?
A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well, what do you think?
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say. I'm just here to help.
Okay, what about the other guy?
The young man is too busy with another customer to be bothered by Graham.
Okay, what about this
The
guy?
rude customer doesn't care to talk to Graham.
What?
The rude customer doesn't care to...
Is he? We haven't even met him yet.
At the back of the shop, Graham notices a dressing room in which a rude, finicky customer tries on many items of fine clothing.
Fine, whatever. Well, let's leave. Since we have no money. Right. Hang on. What's that?
Graham notices a shiny silver coin lying forgotten on the street near the broken wagon.
Yoink!
Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street.
Mine now. Finders keepers. Let's go into the toy shop. How's it going?
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
You have some fish.
If it's not in by tomorrow, I'll send you to the sawmill.
What? I might have clicked past a bit of dialogue there.
Okay, Papa?
Right,
A pet goldfish swims endlessly around in its fishbowl.
Can we get the fish? I want fishy. Oh, what about this?
Graham notices a strong little sled hanging on a side wall.
Okay.
A child's wonderland of toys fills this quaint little toy shop. A child's wonder...
What about this?
A pretty little girl, who must be the toy maker's granddaughter, plays with a doll while grandfather looks on.
Okay.
Grandpapa, can I keep this doll? I really like her.
Now, Katrina, you know these toys are for sale for other kinder. Besides, you've got plenty of dolls. You can play mid-air, but just be careful.
So, listen, your dialogue was random bits of German.
Alright, Grandpapa. I'll take care of her.
I have to click to advance in the dialogue in the game? Interesting. Okay.
This is a fine little toy shop you have here. You must be very proud.
Danke, son. I've worked very hard at it over the years. But you know, you need to really love it. And I do.
Are most of these toys your creations?
Yeah, most of them. But not all. Some my son made. Some I bought. Some I traded for.
You're very talented.
Danke. Well, let me know if I can help you.
I don't think we have... Well, we have a coin.
It is but a common silver coin.
Common silver coin? Okay, fine. Let's leave. I don't know what I'll spend the coin on, so... We could buy a pie with it. I suppose that was like a single coin, wasn't it? What's this say? Oh, shoe shop. Shoe shopping. Let's go in here.
Take a look around if you
but we don't have any shoes to sell you right now.
Okay.
We sold our last finished pair yesterday. Our business ain't doing so good anymore. We're getting too old to keep trying.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying us out. But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
This old dog doesn't appeal to Graham.
It's asking you to give it a pat or something.
The old dog pays no attention to Graham.
Okay.
You don't have any shoes for sale, huh?
That's right. No shoes at all. We're making a pair right now, but it'll take a while. We're not as fast as we used to be.
Oh, that's okay. My own boots should carry me through the rest of my journey.
Sorry, son. We're doing the best we can.
How's it going, buddy?
Shoemaker wearily hammers tiny nails in a shoe sole. He doesn't even seem to notice Graham.
Don't have an apprentice or something?
Business doesn't seem to be so good for the shoemaker and his wife. There isn't even one pair of shoes for sale, and the old couple look tired and worn out. Business doesn't...
Okay, fine, I get the idea. Let's go up here then. Can we exit the town this way? Oh, that's not a path, that's a tree. Okay. Let's exit this side. Hope this isn't too loud. It feels rather loud to me. Hold on. There we go. Yay, music and speech is under the same option. Well, Cedric, we're richer. We have a single coin. And we have a fish. The fish is probably worth more than the coin. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
Oh. Oh yeah, there it is. Up there. How's it going?
A large, venomous snake blocks Graham's passage to the east.
It's like a rattlesnake? I suppose so.
In silence, the large serpent eyes Graham menacingly.
Okay. Mushrooms.
A worn dirt path wanders.
That's not what I was looking at.
A worn dirt. A worn dirt. A worn. A worn. A worn. A worn. A worn. A worn.
Ah.
A worn. Cedric.
Yes, okay, fine. I get the idea. This screen doesn't actually have anything to look at other than the snake. Cedric and, yeah, that's about it, really. Oh, and we're back here. Okay. Can we go this way? Apparently not. Okay, there's a path that way. There's a path down. That's to the snake. That way was... I do remember some bits of this game, and I remember there's a part where we have to... what? There's a part involving a cat chasing a mouse. Have to rescue the mouse. I forget how we do that though. You like throw a boot at the mouse or something? At the cat or something like that? I don't see anything like that around here, though.
Graham feels the eyes of many creatures upon him as he follows a meandering path through the thick wood.
Okay. Can we talk to the bird?
Is too busy taking a bath to answer Graham.
It seems like the, you know, oh, you can talk to animals won't really come into that much of an effect. Most of the animals don't really want to talk to us. What's south of here? Oh, okay. I was going to say in the previous script. Ooh, hello.
Watch out for the bear, Graham.
A large bear seems to be very interested in the honey inside the old tree.
Did you say very interested? Can we use the fish with the bear? Hey bear, do you want a fish? No. I suppose that worked.
I'm Queen Beatrice.
Oh, jeez.
Sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive.
Thanks.
Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
Thanks. I'll pick up this stick.
Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground.
Yoink. Can we get the, thingy from the hive
Graham
then?
reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it.
I was going to say, then rams the sticky wad into his pocket, making a mess of his pants.
Honey drips at the edges of the honeycomb chunk. The old...
Yes.
It appears to be an average stick of wood.
Okay.
A swarm of bees buzz around a hole in a rotted old tree.
Can we talk to them again?
These aren't very talkative bees.
I suppose not. Can we pick them up?
It would be wise if Graham didn't bother the bees.
Fine. Well, we did something there. Let's save again. Game 3. What's over this way?
There's nothing but a hot...
Oh, it's the desert again. Ah, it is. Okay. What if we go south from here? Oh.
Too bad.
Nope.
Even the sting of such a small creature can prove deadly.
Instantly. Well, how about that? Okay, fine. Stay out of the desert. No. Doggy!
A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants as he playfully digs at their large anthill.
Hey dog. We got a stick for you. We don't have a fish,
Here,
but...
boy.
There it goes.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, jeez.
I'm King Antony the Great.
Aha.
May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the Great Mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
Yay.
A colony of large...
Ooh,
Haha. Can we talk to the ants
The
again?
ants are too busy to engage.
Nope. Okay. Well, yeah. How will we call the ants? I don't know. Game 4. Okay. Let's go this way. Because I think that would just go straight to the wagon. Okay, that's back here. So we've seen the tree. Obviously we need to get the mannequin. Woohoo! Yes, we're continuing with King's Quest. Hello, welcome. Where have we not been yet? We haven't been into the spooky forest. So let's go over there. What's the worst that could happen? As I said with all my previous ones, this is the first time I played the game, but I have seen playthroughs of it, so I might remember bits. So it's not completely blind. But, you know, fuzzy on the details and all that. Spooky forest sounds spooky. It is! Seems rather spooky. Enter at your own risk.
No. Oh, I'm not going in there. Can't you read the sign?
Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
You're just a big heavy load, aren't you? Let's save. Aim 5. Ah, it's a froggy!
Numerous roots, rocks, and ruts choke the narrow forest path, which branches either to the right or to the left.
Okay.
It seems to Graham that there is an unusually large number of toads in this forest.
Aw, it's a froggy! Okay, let's go this way. I'm good at doing the voices. I've really improved! It is a bit of a shame, though. I can't do the voices if there's voice acting. Oh, hello. Is this how you welcome everyone? Well, how about that?
Old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Yes. I kind of like how deadpan the narrator is. Okay. I do like doing the voice acting. Oh well. Can we go up this way then, without getting zapped by witches?
The pervasive gloom of the forest settles around Graham like a tight, suffocating blanket. Everywhere he can hear the eerie sounds of strange creatures.
The narrator is always a beast. He's doing a very good job of adding, like, I suppose, descriptive atmosphere to the areas. Yeah. The only issue I've had so far is that some of the recording quality of the dialogue is a bit, a bit room-like, let's say. But I suppose this was done as an I believe from what I read, this was done sort of as an extra, as a when they re-released it on CD, because it didn't originally have voice acting. What's this? Just spikes.
A slimy path leads from the forest floor up to the base of a large, misshapen tree. A small door built into the trunk of a large, twisted tree catches Graham's attention.
Okay. Also, welcome. Can we open the door?
Graham tugs firmly on the door in the tree, but finds it securely locked.
Okay. There's a lot of frogs. Or toads. One of these rocks is going to have a face on it, is it?
The pervasive gloom of...
Nope. Can we go the other way? Is that going to be... It's like the witch not going to be an occurrence every time we go there? Did I just get unlucky with that? That's a different screen than what it was before.
The dark forest seems to close in on Graham as he tentatively makes his way through it. Through the mists of the forest, Graham can barely see a small house-like form to the north.
Okay. Let's go this way then. Ah, hell. Let's go up this way. Ah, hello. Well.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Yes, okay. Haha, we've heard it. Go this way then. And if we get zapped again, then, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
That old...
Yep, okay. I have vague memory that, like, we do, like, this. Or something. No? Oh well.
Thank goodness, Graham. Ooh, I didn't know if I'd ever see you again.
Aha. Okay, well, let's see, what have we got? Coin, some honeycomb, and the magic wand. There is one other thing I remember. And that is... if we go down here, back to the inn. Let's see. Okay, because... as I've said, I do... I remember certain parts of the game. So... oh dear. I hope what's going to occur isn't going to occur just yet. Because I believe it's on this screen. No, it seems to be alright. Okay. Maybe it only occurs when we get the item we need for it. Hello! Welcome, welcome. Wow, the graphics, indeed. It's quite impressive, considering this is like 2 years later from the previous game. As I said, I believe there are scans of paintings. But, like, when did, just a moment, I gotta check something. When did, Secret of Monkey Island come out? This was 1990. The Secret of Monkey Island came out the same year, 1990. So yeah, the graphics for this King's Quest V look certainly... I suppose Secret of Monkey Island was more cartoony. The close-ups of some of the characters were quite detailed. So
a large haystack dominates the area in front of
now
the
I do
barn.
remember this. Since we've made friends with the ants.
Graham watches with surprise as a contingent of ants marches into the haystack and begins to swarm through it.
I'm glad to see there was a way that we could be of help to you. Look here. We found a golden needle in the haystack. I'd like to present it to you. Perhaps you can find a use for it.
Why, thank you, King Antony. I'm honored.
Good luck in your travels, King Graham. And be careful.
Thanks. Well.
This is a large golden needle.
That doesn't seem... Okay. It doesn't seem like it would be too useful. It would be very soft. Okay. How does that help us? I don't know. Maybe it's valuable because it's made of gold. Okay, let me think. Right, so we've got the honeycomb with the honey in it. I half suspect that we have to catch a toad using the honey because it's sticky and it'll... If the toad steps in it, they'll get stuck. I vaguely remember something like that. We need to get the doll from the gnome's grandson. Which I believe means that we need to exchange it for something else. There's a few items we need to get from town which we'll need later on. Namely, I mean, they stood out when we saw them. There's the cloak and there's the sled. Also, we need a pie. Well, we can buy a pie, but I can't remember what purpose that will have. Other than, I suppose, throwing it at someone for comedic results. Actually, is that what we're supposed to do with it? I suppose we could try that. Yeah, let me just... Did I just save? Okay. Right, let's go over to here. Because we got the dead fish. We used it on the bear. There's the desert also, but I don't think we should go that way until we have a real reason to do so. Let's go in here. Yes, yes. Because we have a coin, we can buy a pie. Yes, yes. Okay.
Welcome back. Just once.
Yep. Baker, what are your finest pies, please?
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
I've got it right here. Here you go.
I hope you enjoy your custard pie.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Hey, there we go. I'm gonna save. Let's see. Game 7. Nom.
That was the best custard pie Graham has ever eaten.
Yum, yum, yum. But of course, we don't need it for eating. No. Okay, let's leave. We go back. Is this what we use it for? Because we've gone into the inn before, but we just get bonked on the nods and then put into the cellar. And this is kind of an odd solution to that puzzle, but pretty sure something's supposed to occur there. Maybe we have to walk across again. I don't know what the exact cause of this is. Maybe we need something else? Has anyone been saying that they're hungry? Not really. I'll walk across once more. Okay, well, what else could we do with a pie? I mean, it's a custard pie. Obviously, as I said, we're supposed to throw it at something. Gone to the ants. Can't do anything at the wagon at the moment because we don't have a gold coin. And I don't think the gold needle's going to count there. I think we need the mannequin or the doll from the gnome to give to the toy maker. In exchange for the sled. And the cape or the cloak in the tailors. I don't know. Unless the needle's theirs. The shoemaker. I think we need to get a pair of shoes to give to them. Do we just perhaps wait on that screen? If I truly get stuck, I will look it up. At the moment, I'm just fiddling about with things. What do you say about this?
The custard pie looks delicious.
Okay. Let's go back into town. I'll see if I can give this pin to the tailors. Come on. Go a bit faster. Okay, it seems like that just increases Graham's speed, not everyone's speed. That's a bit nice. Hello. This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
My golden needle.
Oh, how about
Wherever
that?
did you find it?
It was in a haystack by the country inn.
By the inn? Oh yes, I remember visiting there not long ago. Oh, vulgar man, that innkeeper. He has no scruples at all.
Well, I'm glad to see you've got your golden needle back. I wonder, could you possibly see fit to give me that wonderful cloak in exchange for it?
The cloak? Well, why not? It's yours. For the price of a golden needle.
Thank you, kind sir. I'm sure it will help me on my travel.
Yeah, we might need it for the desert.
Will. Good luck. Au revoir.
Thanks. Well, there's that. Okay.
A prosperous looking... This fine cloak is thick and warm.
Can we wear it?
Here it is much too warm to be wearing a heavy cloak.
Okay, fine.
The cart is too heavy for Graham to move by himself. A broken wagon blocks access to a smaller side street. A broken...
It was later towed for obstruction of passages. Okay, well, we can't do anything in there until we do the thing which is on the other screen. Oh, we can actually go north here, can't we? Yeah.
I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
Fine. Let's go north. So, this whole thing. Apparently this is a person who was turned into a tree by a witch, who we assume is the same witch which is in the swamp. We have to get the heart from the witch. What that would mean would be... what? We'd have to protect ourselves from the witch somehow. Then what? I don't know, we did wander around the swamp a bit. Can't apparently get to the witch's house because the witch just zapped us as soon as we got there. Unless the witch doesn't always appear when we go there. But it seems like she does. Okay, yeah, there's nothing to do here. Can I go across the desert? I'm going to be doing that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we'll save. They'll start going wandering across the desert. There might be something to find. Yes, yes. Or we might just get bit by a, or stung by a scorpion or something again. Won't know until we try. Ugh, if that isn't ominous and spooky music.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink. and soon.
Yes, okay. Keep going. Well, there's something. That's, definitely something.
A small pool of water has formed in the space between the two rocks.
Plug.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Okay.
From across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
Right. We hide? Yeah.
Open sesame!
Okay. I don't think we can really do much with this, though.
Before him, the massive temple door beckons tantalizingly to Graham.
Open sesame!
The temple door won't open. Perhaps there's something missing.
Yeah. Okay.
Open.
Yep. Well, okay. They did have like a staff or something, so perhaps we need that. Have another drink. Well, they've gone somewhere. Don't know how we'd be able to find that, though. They went off in this direction. But they were on horses. No. Let's go back. Get a drink. Because I haven't saved. So. And this is kind of a major thing, I'd imagine.
Ah.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's make a save. Game 9. South. Why not? Be nice if the hitboxes for traversing from one screen to another were a bit bigger. You have to really put it right at the edge of the screen for it to actually have any effect. Are we gonna find like a sandworm or something? There buzzards flying around.
Choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Okay, fine. Maybe we'll be lucky and find another pool of water or something. Can we dig a hole in the sand?
The scorching sun burns down on the dry desert as Graham struggles through the hot sand. He looks around, but all he can see is more desert.
Pick up the sand. If we pick up the sand, there won't be a desert, and therefore we won't be stuck in the desert.
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
Haha. Like how the vultures swooped in as soon as he stopped moving. They're probably waiting far above. Okay, well, let's get out of the desert. We saw something there. So that's just straight west from the wagon.
The hot sun and choking...
Yes, yes. I wonder if I'd come across anything else. I entered into the desert from other spots. I assume once we leave the desert, we won't have to suffer from thirst anymore. Like we're fine now.
Don't worry.
We don't have to like have a drink from the river or something to get our thirst meter up again or something. Do another save. Game 10. Okay, let's go this way. That's not what I said. That was nowhere near where I clicked. Why did you go north? I want you to go west. Over here. There you go. Okay, so we can see the mountain range in the background. Will it disappear by the next screen? Yep. Okay. I suppose just keep going west. Might come across something. This world map seems much larger than the previous game.
The hot sun...
Yeah, okay. Yep, well.
Too late.
Dead.
Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst.
Yes, yes,
in the hot
okay.
desert sun.
Let's reload. So there was nothing going west, directly west from here. And I'm assuming it's not random. If we go west from here... Yes, yes. There's no scorpion here now.
The scraggly bushes of the dry brushland taper off to a hot, sandy desert as far as the eye can see to the west. To the east, Graham can see the sparse edge of Serenia's woods.
Go get the bush? No. Okay. Can we wear the cape?
Here it is much too warm to be wearing a heavy cloak.
I suppose. If you insist. Seems like a perfectly reasonable idea to me. I mean, what is it? It'd be thick, I suppose. You'd be able to keep the sun off you. Something like that, but I think it would have to be quite a bit lighter. And just not be wandering around aimlessly in the desert in the first place. There's a desert in King's Quest 7. How do you get through that? Oh, hello.
A small oasis. Its tantalizing water, so sparkling in the desert sun. Graham's hot, thirsty body is irresistibly drawn to it.
Let's take a drink.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
That beeping noise sounds like tinnitus. Or tinnitus. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's supposed to, like, mimic the, just, like, I don't know. Something like that. Oh, that's something. Where do we go from here? Essentially, we can move, I think, now 5 more screens in a certain direction. I'm assuming this part doesn't loop around because the mountains are to the north. And I can't imagine we would be able to go south so far that we end up going over those mountains. Nice music. Let's go this way. We may as well just head off in the direction again. Come on, keep going, Graham. There we go. Also, welcome. I know there's at least one other thing to find out here. But I don't remember if there's more than one other thing. Okay, that's just death. Perhaps if we go south from here then? And south. 2 more weeks until the Command & Conquer remasters. I hope they're shaping up to be alright. I think I watched a video on them, and it seemed like they'd be doing a pretty good job just sort of improving the graphics, but keeping the style of the original games. But I haven't been keeping up with the news on them. Let's see. South. South.
The hot sun and choking...
Yes, yes. I mean, I'm aware there might be things like to the west or to the east of us. But sort of rule out the most obvious things to begin with. Though I have to wonder, is there actually some other way you're supposed to figure this out, or is it just... It seems like brute forcing.
Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot...
So let's see. If you had a grid, you'd be able to write this out on it. Let's go north. Ah, okay, we found the rock wall. And then I think 2 more screens that way would be the cave. I can't actually use the... I can't use the arrow keys to move Graham around. Be nice to still have the option to do that, even with the mouse support. Oh, no, hang on, it's more than 3. More than 2 screens. Can you move 6 screens? I suppose it depends from where the desert begins. Okay. Right. I suppose either I can continue wandering around the desert trying to find things in here, or I can look up a map and sort of find out where I'm supposed to be going specifically, because I know there's a place we're supposed to be going in here. can get another drink of water from here, I suppose.
Ah.
If we go this way, and then maybe go south. I don't think you get a map or anything. This might all be in vain, because I might not have an item which we need for the next bit in here anyway, but oh well. We'll be able to keep it in mind for later. Interesting, we didn't die until we got over here.
Collapses and dies of extreme
Yes,
thirst.
yes. Okay, let me have a look. Gotta have a look at a map. Do I have one? You know what? I might not actually have a map saved. I would have to... I mean, it's easy enough for me to find one. I'm just having a look to see if I had one. Already, but... No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Well. Actually, looking straight at a map of the desert. I think we need a map of anywhere else. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. The temple is actually 7 screens away from the edge, so you can move 7 screens before you pass out. Oh, and it seems maybe the scorpion always appears on some of the screens you'd use to get into the desert. Okay. So we're there. Okay. Okay. I understand now. So if we go this way and then west again, and then we go south, there should be something. The area is really quite large. Let's actually see. Yeah, there we go. Oh dear. How unfortunate.
Uh-oh. A picked clean and sun-bleached skeleton lies in the sand of the hot, dry desert. What happened? Who can say? But it makes Graham uneasy nevertheless.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. Graham, can you get over the sand dune? There we go. What's this?
An old shoe lies forgotten near the poor skeleton.
Okay, well, I suppose we could take that. Yoink!
Uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand.
It's a boot.
The worn old shoe is cracked and dry from the desert sun.
Okay. So, if we go south again. And then again. It'd be nice if maybe there was a bit of an indication that there's a
The hot sun and choking sands
oasis
are taking their
nearby.
toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Yes, yes. Like, maybe a few, like, tufts of grass or something. I mean, I know it's kind of a maze, but, okay. How big is this place? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by... It's 7 by 10 screens. 70 squares, jeez. And the vast majority of it is just desert. From what I'm seeing on this map, there is 3 oases. 4, including the one in front of the temple. Okay, we're there. Okay, should be able to get there. Let me save. So if we go this way, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Then we go over here. 3. Then 4. Hoping that I haven't miscounted. Then we go south. Hey, there we go. This is like in the bottom leftmost corner of the desert.
There doesn't seem to be any activity within the smaller tent.
But we can get a drink.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Do you have anything on you?
Phew! Holding his nose against the drunken bandit's pungent odor, Graham quickly searches him, but doesn't find anything of importance.
Okay.
The bandits would notice if the camel was disturbed. Disturbing the horses would be very unwise at this time. The glowing coals of the dying campfire hold no interest to Graham.
I kind of think we can't actually do anything here at the moment. Oh, hello. It's not going to be that easy.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
Okay, fine. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bye-bye. Okay, let's go north. So we're here. We can go... Okay. North 2 more times. I wonder what happens if you keep going west. I think it would just be endless. It would probably just loop between other desert screens. And here's another little oasis. Glug, glug, glug. You can imagine it would be such a dick move if some of these were actually poisoned. Okay. Go north and then east 2. Okay, there we go. Let's get a drink. Glug, glug, glug. There we go. Okay, and we'll make a save. I think you could have woken up that bandit if you'd stepped on the carpet. I think he would notice if you did that. Let me just see. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Right. Just for completion's sake, this is the map I was looking at. Whatever. So, yeah, you can see that, it's quite large. We started up here, and you go along that way to there. And then we were at this one. And I'm actually gesturing at it, but it's not showing up. Of course, it's not showing up on the stream. We started on the top left corner of this, no, top right corner of this map. And we went directly west to the temple, which is where we are now. And then the other time we went into the desert, we went directly west from that square, the third one down on the right, to that oasis, the furthest on the right. And then we went to the skeleton, which is 2 squares to the west, and then 1 square south from that oasis. And then we went to 2 more squares south to that other oasis. And then we went the 4 squares west from that bottommost oasis. And then 1 more square south to that camp. And then we exited the camp east. And then we went up north until we got to that oasis, the furthest one on the left. And then we went up again until we hit the wall. And then we moved along the wall to the temple again. So you actually have a fair amount of leeway when it comes to navigating the desert. And actually looking at this, having gone south as far as possible from that oasis, which we were at, the furthest one on the right, the desert does seem to loop constantly because there's only 4 squares south there. So at a point we just sort of hit endless desert. I have to wonder whether there's anything hidden in there. Probably not. Yeah. Anyway, wonder what happened if you got rid of the dying of thirst mechanic and just kept going in a certain direction. Would the game eventually crash? Anyway, there we go. Let's continue. How we go for time? That's fine. We might be able to do this a little bit and then we'll call it for tonight for King's Quest 5.
Looming majestically before.
Okay, so this big door here. We have this staff.
The jeweled staff is obviously the work of an expert craftsman.
Right. Let's save. And we have to use this on the door.
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
Great, Graham. That's a lot of stuff.
Treasure piled everywhere. The sparkling brilliance of it overwhelms Graham as he peers around the temple's dim interior.
Can we take this?
Quickly, Graham grabs the old brass bottle.
There's actually something else there.
The exit bending down, Graham hurriedly picks up the gold coin from the temple floor.
Well.
Cheer up, Graham. At least you can practice your game of tiddlywinks.
Aha. Okay. Possibly we've just got to do that faster? I think we could take both of those things.
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
It's like smacking it as hard as you can against the door or something like that.
Bending down.
Okay, take the coin.
Quickly,
Take that, and then exit. There we go.
That was close.
The staff is broken and is of no use anymore.
Well, we could take the gem on it. That would be valuable, wouldn't it? Yeah, whatever. Okay. So what did we get for that? We got a coin.
It is a shiny gold coin.
And we got this.
This is an old, tarnished brass bottle.
Ah. Well, okay. Being this is a temple and the whole, you know, sort of Arabian Nights thing going on, it's probably got a genie in it. Let's get another drink of water, and then we'll exit the desert. So what can we use that lamp?
Ah, life-giving water.
Well, we could use the coin to go to the fortune teller. Like, this seems to be a situation where they could have actually have made Cedric a rather useful character by having him flying above your head and pointing out directions where you could go to get to an oasis. That seems like something they could have done to make him a bit more of an interesting character than just an owl, which is kind of useless. At least he hasn't really done too much so far. Okay, there we go.
Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Only
Don't
just.
worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Yes. Fat lot of help you are. Okay, let's save. And I suppose we can give this coin here. Hey, here you go.
You may see Madame Mushka now.
Thank you.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
Cartoon? Fine. Well, we'll watch it. Graham swallows his way into the
You
room.
are here to see Madame Mushka, no?
No?
Well, come closer. Sit down. I will tell you your fortune. Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
Look, Mananan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my brother, Alexander. Because of you, he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only one who can turn him back again. Back to the wizard Mananan.
Alexander!
I don't know how, Mordak. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat. I didn't mean it. Please believe me, Mordak. I don't know how to turn him back into a wizard.
You're holding out on me, little man. You're taking advantage of my good nature, but not for long. If I don't get a change of tune from you soon, I'll feed your family to the cat, starting with your dear mother. Remember what I said. I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all. But I see that your mission is very dangerous indeed. I will give you something to help you. Here, wear this. It is a magic amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic.
Thanks.
Good luck, Ingram. Be careful. That Mordek is a bad one.
Thank you, Madame Mushka.
I suppose. He does seem to have a legitimate grievance, though. I mean, Manannan did kind of deserve getting turned into a cat. What was the whole making Alexander, his servant, and then planning to kill him on his 18th birthday. But I mean, if that's his only issue with us, then surely we could just, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, yes. So I suppose this amulet would help us get past the witch.
The amulet is attached to a soft leather thong.
Okay. And does that. Right. Well, I think we'll save it there and we'll continue with King's Quest 5 next time. That's a fair bit done. As I said, I mean, as I've said a few times, this is the first time I'm playing it. I have watched playthroughs of it, so it's not completely blind. So, puzzles are perhaps not as obtuse as they would be if I was going completely blind. It's a nice game though. I like the voiceovers. As crusty as some of the voice acting is, the quality could be better. Obviously, they were lacking a recording studio. The narrator is pretty good. It's pretty great though, especially with the death sequences and all that. Oh no! Actually, yeah, we've missed out on a few deaths and all that. We didn't get caught by the bandits. Do I have a save from there? I've been making saves pretty frequently. Yes, we do. No. Okay. Perhaps that's something which we could do next time. Don't want to go past all of them because the deaths in this are, I think, one of the parts which are more interesting for it. I mean, we got turned into a toad, and that actually had a little animation of Graham actually being a toad, which was pretty funny. So, yes, but that will be it for King's Quest 4 for tonight. King's Quest 5, not 4. We finished 4 yesterday, so now we're on to 5 for tonight. I'll thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time for more.